Ladies and gentlemen, okay, wait, pause. With 0% female viewership, how do I say ladies, fam? I'll address the non-existent ladies and the gentlemen, okay? Screw it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of this commentary series that I'd like to call Wednesdays. Today is Wednesdays on a Thursday, so buckle up as we touch base on stuff that are worth mentioning in this small bubble of the footballing world. In the last week, speaking of the word small, don't you dare ever call Jesse Lingard a small game player, okay? As he smoked everyone by playing a direct role in Manchester United's future in Champions League football for next season. And man managed to put them at not 5th, not 4th, but 3rd. Never in a million years, fam. Never in a million years I would ever expect this to happen. Despite the fact 2020 has been a total DOS. Despite the fact Cristiano Ronaldo has managed to put a free kick in the back of the net without Ramsey actually helping out. You know what? Thinking back, that's where 2020 was let free into the devil's anus. But this tops everything else. This is more surprising, eye-staggering, breathtaking, oxygen stopping, COVID-19 giving phenomenon. Like if anyone, literally anyone, could send a Kasper Schmeichel who conceded nearly 6 goals less than what he was expected to concede into the deep dungeons of Carious land, it had to be Jesse Lingard, man. Speaking of which, Jesse Lingard now has the same goals as the most defensive false nine attacking, never shooting, selfless striker Roberto Firmino in the Premier League since lockdown was lifted in June. If you ask me, the only competition now Firmino can compete with Lingard is the most whitened teeth contest. Somehow this man has managed to master the ability of getting his teeth from floral white to baby powder to ghost white and ultimately white. Anyhow, props where props is due. Jesse Lingard has rewritten history. I mean, this is peak for someone who went without either a goal or an assist for the whole of 2019 in the Premier League. Has single-handedly outdone Tyson Fury's round 12 comeback against Deontay Wilder, man. I mean, this just shows for a reminder of nearly 4 months in this year, we are in one hell of a roller coaster. In other news, Sergio Ramos brought his son Maximo Adriano into this world at 6:56 p.m. on a Sunday and he weighed at 3,270 kg. Wait, what? Nah. That can't be right. Sergio Ramos is capable of literally everything from MMA to not crying about VAR, but this seems beneath him by a light year. Can we have a VAR check on that? Okay, VAR doesn't seem to be giving a relevant decision even now, but then for all of you poor readers out there who bottle life with your impatience, which includes me as well, he did put a point there later on to show it's 3.270 kg. Remember, read the question paper 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 times until unless it doesn't make sense for all of you. So all of you sitting at home and watching on your fancy ass screens, never jump to conclusions, alright? Or else the end point of the trajectory in your life will be worse than this dude. Anyway, congratulations to Sergio Ramos for bringing another beast to this world. His commitment shows on and off the field at all times. Touching base on our last news item, this is literally the saddest thing that I have to cover. But Mariano Diaz has been tested positive for COVID-19, which has me wondering how is catching vibes turned into catching corona instead. Now this had me getting very scared to the point where I had dreams of Barcelona winning the Champions League in frickin' 2020. On the real though, I was literally biting my nails wondering if he had infected anyone in the team. Did he infect Benzema? Did he infect Hazard, Ramos, Casemiro, Courtois, Bale? Okay, that's not possible. In order to catch the disease, there must be minimum contact. Bale is a very good idealist for social distancing, so that's in the freaking bin anyway. But then I applied the part of my brain that has a tiny Sherlock Holmes hidden in it, which reminded me of the fact that the league had finished like almost 2 weeks ago and players haven't met for training since then. But why did he even end up getting COVID-19? Was he planning on infecting the whole Manchester City bench, which in all hindsight, to be honest, is a first team in itself? No, I mean, this is just sad, man. I know he wasn't going to play anyway, but this is just some nonsense, man. This man competed with Jovic for the secondary striker position in Real Madrid and also managed to somehow compete with him in who manages to get the better and longer quarantine. But Mariano could have just done that normally, but man had to outdo himself by getting affected by the disease altogether. On the real though, we don't want you catching vibes, mate. Literally, you are putting a huge element of risk in your life by moving a lot with the team to different places for football in the first place. Can't a vacation wait until you're done with your football for this season? You've literally jeopardized your one chance of being a Chicharito in the Champions League with this debacle. I don't understand how Luka Jovic and Mariano managed to outdo themselves in terms of who can screw their chances of succeeding better. This back and forth of screw-ups between Mariano and Luka Jovic constantly remind me of the tiebreaker in the 2019 Wimbledon final between Djokovic and Federer. And it's safe to say that Mariano has managed to get himself 1 point away from the championship of screw-ups. I mean, that is until Luka Jovic manages to do something dodgy and repelling yet again to pull ahead of Mariano. Like, first of all, Benzema is carrying the whole entire offensive scene of Real Madrid, and as much as I can hype Benzema for almost winning the Pichichi before Messi decided he'd do an A-bar performance against all the sides in the bottom 5 in the league, he is still not a proper number 9 striker and certainly not a cunning fox in the box. In a time where Luka Jovic and Mariano could have literally stolen the spotlight and could have literally flexed on Morata for leaving the club, they did go under the spotlight and managed to shrink faster than an Eskimo scrotum. Anyhow, all my genuine concern for the club aside, I do wish him a speedy recovery so that he can do this again. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. Let me know what you think of this series where we cover weekly news. I will see you in our next video. Take care, stay safe, and don't catch vibes.